Hey guys and gals, A here. Welcome to another episode of EDC. So today I have a pocket dump for you as well as an item review. So want to know what those are? Come on back because here we go. All right, guys and gals. So this past week, I've been carrying kind of the same stuff. So we'll do a quick rundown and then a product review. So the standard multicam black G-Shock that I've been wearing for a minute. I probably actually need to switch this out for a new watch now. And then my Fitbit with the same Velcro band. Definitely growing on me and doesn't catch as much on random items. And then in the pocket I've got a Listerine breath strips, the 20-sided die, pretty cool little item there, and then some coinage as well as this challenge coin with Anubis on it. So those are in the front hand pocket. And then on my side pockets here, I have the weekly check of the Bic lighter. So that's a mini Bic lighter, works perfectly. And then the T-Rex tape around it, which actually does get used. And whenever I actually use this lighter for something where it was needed and comes in handy, I will definitely let you guys know because I'm sure that will happen at some point. And then clipped onto my pants, I actually have the Recon 1 by Cold Steel. And this was a knife I was actually looking for a couple months ago and couldn't find it. And so I figured it was in a bag packed away somewhere and I needed to track it down. Turns out it was just in my old knife storage little thing I hang up on the wall, and it has slits for different items. This was still sitting in there even though I had cleaned that out. So I was very excited to find it. I really love cold steel knives. Don't have near enough of them. Want to add more. And this is just a great knife. I've had this thing for probably, goodness, 10 years or better. Maybe pushing 14. So love this knife. Really glad to find it. And the handle material is abrasive. And so a lot of people will note that it tears up your pocket. But I actually did... see, it looks ratchet, but it works. You can see the texture down here, and it looks a little smooth, but ghetto up here. I did a JB Weld mod on it, so I have some JB Weld on there, and it actually gives a smooth surface against the pants, so it doesn't tear up. So that's been riding in my pocket. I found that like 2 days ago, so it's been riding since then. A little bit of cash in my back pocket. I have a handkerchief in my left back pocket for runny noses. This is a standard cotton one, so literally for running noses. It's definitely not a pretty one. No cool microfiber inside. And then I've got my wallet in my front pocket, which you will see soon. I'll be doing a review on that. And then inside of the zippered pocket, I have the Pixel Buds A series. Love those, really love those. And then the other thing I have is what we are going to see here, the item review. So the sheath on my belt. This is the one that you've seen a little bit recently. If you've watched my live with Rich, you saw this item, and it is Paralogics. It is a belt sheath, has a belt clip on it, and it is magnetized. No Velcro to make loud noise, no buckle to mess up or snap closure or anything like that. It's magnetized, works great. It has a large opening in here. It swallows the surge. Like, you have room for the surge and other things. It has this little back part here, a little elastic band, perfect to put your bits. And then on the sides here, we have loops. So one of them is opened, so you could slide something all the way through. And then the other one is actually sewn shut in the bottom. So if there's something you didn't want to fall through or didn't have a pocket clip, you've got an open side and a closed side. So you're good either way. And I got this wanting this. I wanted the belt clip for a, um, a belt holster to carry, some of my gear. And I thought that would be perfect. Held everything wonderfully. I've got the same items here in this one. And so I had my Victorinox Spirit X. So that sat in there with plenty of room to spare. And then I actually slid my Rat 2 behind it in the area for, oh, actually, I slid it in front of it and had it hanging down here. So the knife fit in the sleeve back here where the bits go. The problem was that left the clip exposed to scratch up my multi-tool. So by doing it this way, I have the scales of the knife against the multi-tool. Still not ideal. One of the reasons I don't like it, but it works much better like that, and it closes. And then I've got a Streamlight Microstream, and that slid right in. And then last but not least, the pen, which is an Olight O-Pen Mini. And so this is what it looked like. So it's actually small and compact and great, and I loved it until I wore it. And when I put it on my belt, and it could, like, I was wondering if the problem I was having was because of how high everything sits. It's actually not that high. But, so the attachment for the belt clip, it's sewn on, and then it's actually riveted on. And when I wear it, it doesn't sit like this. It sits like that. And I'm not okay with that. It stuck out super far, and it was just annoying. And so I ditched it to go back to my old trusty Gerber. I believe this came with, I don't know, it might have came with the MP600. It might have come with my center drive, but regardless, it has a belt clip, and it holds, has a slot for my multi-tool, a secondary area for the knife, and I can clip on my pen and flashlight to the side. So while I really like this, and everything's hidden, with this other sheath, you can actually see the pen on the outside and the flashlight on the outside, and the clips are on the inside. This one, those items are hidden on the inside. So I absolutely loved it. It was perfect, just sits too low and falls forward. So while for me, I do not recommend this, it is a really cool sheath. And if you want a belt sheath, I do recommend trying it out. Maybe your stuff will not sit quite as high, and so it'll be flush. As you can see, because it's magnetic, it'll attach at many different points. You can attach it, high, or you can attach it low. I wonder if this was attached lower, if it would hold more upright, or if I had, less weighty stuff. I don't know. But for me, it pitches forward, and it's not cool. So back to the Gerber I will go, while also keeping my eyes out for something exactly like this that just sits upright instead of falling forward. So I don't know if you guys have recommendations on a cool sheath that actually has the belt clip, so I can clip it on and off as I want, versus having to slide this on my belt or actually snap it on my belt. Because that's the downside with this Gerber one, is the pen and flashlight are seen on the outside. I'm not a big fan of that, as well as not being a fan of the having to snap it on my belt or slide it on. But this is what I'm rocking right now. I do like it. It works great. I go back and forth with this all the time. This is my old faithful to go back to. And honestly, I want like one or two more of these for when this one inevitably tears apart, falls apart, breaks, gets ripped, whatever the case, I have a spare. So yeah, if you know of one or what this is so I know how to find it, let me know. But yeah, and also if you know of something like this that sits a little better on the belt, let me know that as well. But that is my review, guys, of this product. Great product, not for me, maybe not for you. Maybe it rotates forward on everyone, maybe it doesn't, and it's the gear I have. But love the setup, just don't love the functionality of it. And yeah, very excited to find my Cold Steel Recon. and we'll probably be rocking this for a while. So thanks for hanging out with me for this video. I will have some new stuff for you here soon, so stay tuned, and lots of cool products to tell you about, like what wallet is riding in my pocket. So I will be back with new stuff. Comment below, let me know what you've been carrying, or what your go-to belt holster is. I know there are not a ton of us who are the belt holster people, but if you are, what do you carry your stuff in? And yeah, I'll be back with new stuff soon. Thanks so much, and remember, EDC, EDC.